Welcome to my channel, T-Bird Stacking. Trying to get you mounted on my tripod here. I'm going to talk about the pours I did tonight. Got to get this adjusted because I had it all messed up from having it in my garage, which I didn't end up using. Well, I did during my live stream, but not when I poured earlier. I got videos to show you. Yes, Miss T-Bird. Hold on. No, I don't want it. Miss T-Bird is tempting me with more sweets and cookies. She's trying to get me fat. Oh, man. Let me see here. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Trying to pop up my laptop so I can see the chat, see what's going on. Volume should already be down. There we go. I'll move this back a little bit. Oh, we got a couple of people out there already. Some subscribers. One like already. Nice. Some of the pours you see right down there, they're very bottom. I did tonight. Talk about them in a minute. Got them all cleaned up. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker. Hello. You beat Shu, you beat Mishy, you beat everybody blue collar Stacker. What's going on? Hey, how's it going? Bird's the word. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I did quite a little bit of pouring today. Everything down here on the bottom. I weighed all this. This was my live pour that I did. Let me see, that was number 4 Dragon. That was my very first one I poured. I got a graphite mold I had ordered. Same with that. Called it a pew pew gun. I guess I can say that 3-letter word here safely, I guess. And I poured T-Bird bar pour number 45 and 46. That was the first pour. That totals 32 and a half ounces. Woo! And then a little later on in the evening, I got the Crucible going again. I got on my Silver Journeys live stream with Tuli Tuli. I'd already had copper all molten, ready to pour at the beginning of his stream, just before he even started it. Just before the start of his stream, I had poured a second one. Of course, during the first live stream, uh, the very first pour, it broke. A piece of the graphite broke here. Another piece had broke here. And then off to the tail, it had broke. I was a little discouraged. But needless to say, it didn't harm it too much. If you can look at this second pour, which I didn't pour live, but I did do a video on it, you can see right there where part of the a piece had broken out there, where it's thick on the tail, where it shouldn't be. Of course, in there you can't see it. There you can. And then right here by my thumb, a piece had broke out of there. Which now it's not that bad, but the other big piece that broke was right in here where the hollow spot is supposed to be. And I was able to successfully pour it without over pouring it and filling it. So that works good, but I'm going to send it back to the manufacturer, see if I can't have it replaced. How you doing, Deneen? Thank you for stopping by. But the second pours that you haven't seen yet are all over here, and they weigh a little over 32 ounces. So all in all, my live pour over there, the Dragon, that one. Yeah, I didn't. Did I see? Yeah, I did. I don't know if I said that, but I poured that Dragon as well live. That Dragon, that GUN, and these 2 T-Bird pour bars, 45 and 46. I poured that all live. These other 4 I did videos on, which I haven't posted. I'll post those tomorrow. I did number 2. Of course, I cleaned them up with copper cleaner. None of these have seen a wire brush, except for, wait, which one? One did. That one. Yeah, this one I cleaned with a wire brush. It didn't have a whole lot of patina on it. It had a little bit in here, so I hesitated to go in here with a wire brush. I had to get, there was a lot of sand that was up in here. I had to get that off. in a few other places like the mouth, and I decided to clean the back up with a wire brush pretty good. And I do number them with magic marker so I know before I stamp them. Are those silver T-bird bars on the table? Yes, they are. They well, uh, they're a T-bird cookie. I got T-bird hearts that I made where I did like a half a poured copper, and then it's like a jigsaw puzzle, and then I poured a silver piece over the top, make a T-bird heart cookie. I've got more of them to go over here, which I'm going to be making toppers. Let me see. Yeah, you can't see that. I'm going to be making toppers for that one, that one, that one, and that one in silver. Um, I also made a one-time T-bird cookie. It was my first one before the hearts. I don't have that one numbered because, well, I do got it numbered. I got it numbered one because it isn't consistent with the same type of T-bird pours. But you can see where you got the design on the back, and it kind of mimics the design here. But that's silver. It's a silver topper, and they fit in nice. Can't really move them. They kind of fit right in together. If I was to turn around, take them, and snap them real good, I can get it off. But they don't. They don't. It kind of just floats in there, so to speak. You can't put it on backwards because it doesn't fit properly, and it kind of wants to move around. If you got it on there properly, it kind of sets in there pretty good. Oh, that's the T-bird cookie. The other one is just a silver bar that I poured. There's no T-bird. That was part of that mold, that graphite mold before I scribed T-bird into it. That was poured way before all the rest. But I do have one T-bird silver pour. I have one silver one that I made for myself, and with a number that's kind of special to me, number 22, and that's pure silver. So there is one, basically. Two, if you consider the cookie, I guess, but the bottom part is copper, and the topper is silver. I got a lot of other plans. Hey, yo ho, OC Stacker, what's going on, brother? Guys, Bobo, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go live. I don't know. I was thinking about it. I did say at the end of the stream. I was hoping you're still on there, so I could show you the first one which you've seen. Then you said you put a bin on. I don't know if you were joking or not. You were serious, but you need to let me know. But that live pour that I did that you were in, I poured all um, five of those pieces. The dragon. I think. What did I pour first? I think I poured. I think I poured that one first, didn't I? I don't go back and watch. And I poured that one, and I believe I poured the T-bird 45, and then I think I did the dragon, and then I did number 46, I believe, somewhere around there. But yeah, that's the dragon, and that piece had broken off right there. There was another piece that broke off there, and a piece by the tail. I'm gonna try to contact them and send them a picture. And I'm sure they'll replace it. But the thing about it, it isn't a very good design the way that little area is. But that's needless to say that other piece broke, and I'll show you the difference. Now there is a little bit of you might have seen a one. I know I sent you a picture. That one is from a blue Sharpie that I got, so I can indicate what the numbers are on them. Like on a lot of my pours, I'll write down numbers because that way there before I stamp them, I'll know which numbers they are, so it's a lot easier. Like that was number 5 that I poured tonight. But yeah, that's the red patina on there. I used the Wright's copper cream on it only, and the same thing on the top, and she came out pretty nice. It's an awesome looking dragon, and it almost looks like on the both of them, it almost looks like it's got like a puff of smoke coming out. I don't know if you can see that. And you can see it more on the second one. But yeah, I really love the way the red patina, you saw it as I quenched it. It was darker, but then as I quenched it, it lightened up. And I only used the cream on it. I didn't use any wire brushing on this or anything. Just a soft bristled toothbrush. Used a toothbrush with that Wright's copper cream and took off all the black, and it's got some nice looking designs on the back and the front. It came out pretty flawless, but it broke my $60 mold. And this one here, I'll show this one. This one is number 2. And you can see in the tail where that piece had broke off because it filled in with the copper. I'll get back to the chat here just in a minute. Then another piece on the right in that area was kind of filled in because a piece broke off, and I was fortunate enough that it didn't flow over the top where the other piece had broke, which was much lower. I thought it was going to fill that in, and I was able to keep it so it didn't. But when I poured this second one, more of that same piece broke off, so it's deeper. If I pour another one, it's going to be much worse in these areas and also that area. I think what's going to happen, it's going to fill right over. But that one came out nice too. It came out the same way. And I think this is the one where it looks like it may be breathing out smoke. But yeah, I don't know if I want to attempt to pour one more before, because if I do contact the company, they're going to want me. Of course, it's number 2. I use blue Sharpie on it. This is number 2. And let's see, the number 1, Pew Pew GUN, came out like that. That's number 1. Let's see, quick high back to the basketball. Oh, and the other number 2, GUN. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little reluctant on talking about or even showing guns. Oops, GUNs on here because I don't know how other channels can do it and they're not getting in trouble, but I've heard that they can get in trouble. But this one had the red patina all over it. This one came out just like that on the top. There was no red patina on it, just like the dragons. There was no red patina on the top of that dragon, except around the edge, and the same thing with that one. This one had the red patina over the whole complete thing. Once I took the copper cream to it, that came out really nice as well. There's the T-Bird. I already stamped this one 45. I did that just before the live, and I'm not focused. Try to get that focus. My hands are very dirty because I've been playing with a lot of the graphite and everything tonight. It's got some pretty cool looking designs in it. That was number 45. Number 46 was a little difficult for me to stamp because it was much thinner. I'd said I had probably just a little over 2 ounces left on that live pour. And I said it was going to be very difficult for me to pour it. I said, if I'm going to pour it, I'm going to be very lucky if I can pour it, because a lot of the times when you have a little bit of metal, it rushes right out and splatters all over. Now I was able to manage to pour that successfully. And you might have saw, if you watched that live video, I did get a couple of splatters, but it wasn't that bad. I nailed it pretty good. Thank you very much, Danine. Thank you very much. The offline, which I have not shown those yet. I've got videos on each one of them. I poured that one, number 2, and I poured that number 2 GUN. And I poured this hefty dragon. Ooh. Yeah, he came out. During my live, the dragon that I poured, I was talking about the orientation on how I pour. Now, if I have the crucible and I'm pouring and the metal is flowing that way, it's very difficult to get the metal to go into the antlers of the dragon that I had. And I had said it during it, but I kept on pouring. I didn't stop midstream because I'd already started pouring. I should have had that face that way. That's why one is a little bit shorter than the other. That way there, when the metal starts pouring in, it'll pour in and it'll actually fill into those cavities that are smaller much better. It was my mistake, but I continued to go through with it. I knew I could still pull it off, but now he's got one antler. They're almost the same length, almost, not quite. But one's a little less than the other. Now, on my second pouring that I did a video on it, I turned it, orientated it the right way like I wanted to, and you could see how that came out so much more unique, so much nicer. That was the number 5 dragon. And then the T-Bird bar pour, number 47. And I may stop at 50, not to pour anymore. I don't know. Just saying, it may stop at 50. Let's see, what do we got going on in the chat? How heavy are the cross? The crosses, they vary. Well, let's see. Let me set these off to the side here for a minute. I got to make a little room here. The crosses, I have, I think 7 of them. I have 7 crosses. 7 crosses that I've poured. 7 Stacks had wanted to put a claim on one of them, but she hasn't yet. The lightest one, I don't know. They range between, I think, 6 and 9 pounds. Let's look at number 1. Number 1, I think, was my first one. I did call it promo, but I said to keep it as that. The very first one is 7 point. Here, let me get you guys over here so you can see it. Oops, sorry. Zoom it back out just a little bit. Okay, you guys can see that. 7.63, number 1. Number 2 cross is 6.52. And they're all pretty nice. You can almost read the writing. The writing is so, there's hardly anything on the actual piece that I got. I'm very surprised that sometimes it had picked it up. You can almost read it. No, that one don't quite want to stand. 7.1, 7.11. It's number 3. Number 4. I thought I had a 9 ouncer here somewhere. 8.33. Number 4. Number 5. I don't know if I can get that one to stand. Barely. 6.64. On the average, about 6 to 7, 8. Weight them. 7.94 for number 6. Number 7 is 7.27. Yeah, that's number 7 for. And forget what it says. What does that say again? You can't quite read it. Where's that little cross for Mrs. T-Bird? That cross out there? The mold cross. Hold on.
Yeah, I saw it out there somewhere.
I don't know where. Okay, I can't find it, but I think it's something like "Cardinals appear when angels are near" is what it says, and it's very light. It's not raised up any at all, but that's what it usually says. Cardinals appear when angels are near. It had a cardinal here, and I cut the bird out of it. I didn't want the bird part of that. Something angel, yeah. Cardinals appear when angels are near. I'm pretty sure that's what it had read. I've got that angel cross somewhere. I misplaced it. I had it just in the other room. I'm not sure. But yeah. Have a good night, Rise Bubble. Sorry I missed you, seeing you, saying you're taking off. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much, Danine, again. I think that's the same thing. I don't think my messages are lagging. I've completely ran out of room here. But the Dragon I poured tonight, let me go over those weights real quick while I got my scale here. This Dragon, like I said, I'm going to put this one on here first. That Dragon, the first one that I got from that Dragon pour is 8.68 ounces. I was going to stack them up like I did earlier. I haven't weighed them individually yet. 5.94. But if that Dragon, 11.36 ounces. But like I said, I stacked them up earlier before I cleaned them, and I had 20 or 32.5 something ounces. Let me get number 45 and 46. 45 and 46. And as you can see, with what I did during that live stream, I got 32.40 ounces of copper I poured in that live stream. And let's do the same thing. I haven't weighed the other one yet. That Dragon. Ooh, 9 point. Huh? Maybe. 9.53 ounces. And that was number 5 Dragon. He's 13.27. So between that and the T-Bird number 47 pour. Oh, I forgot the other gun. I was going to say it should have been close to 32 as well. I forgot the gun. I didn't do the gun. Hold on. 5.22. That's a special date for me. I might have to keep that one. Yes, 522 is the date that I like. But altogether, 32.00 ounces of what I poured that I have not published yet tonight, just before my Silver Journeys live stream. I got to make more room on this table. Running out of room. Average Jane, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my live stream. Awesome. I think BCS needs to buy Average Jane a present. Look at that. Oh man. Yeah, the not 100% sure, but OC Stacker, OC I think has his dibs on this one right here. He during the live stream, he I don't know if he was kidding or joking or not, but he put a bin in for it. He didn't give a price or anything, but yeah, I think he's very much interested in that one. I don't know how many more I'm going to pour of the Dragons. I do got 2 of them, and the very first one that OC was interested in is 8.68. The second one is 8.53, and they're both beautiful Dragons. The mold started breaking on the second one, like I was saying. Big piece chunk of it in that area, the graphite mold broke off. I didn't know if I was going to be able to successfully pour it with it being hollowed out like this, but I was able on the second time. Then the second time, the same thing happened. More broke out. A small piece from the first pour broke out there and broke out by the tail. So that's why there's little filled in areas there. And the third pour is going to be worse yet. So I don't know if I'm going to get a third one. I'm going to maybe try to do one more before sending it back to the company. I'm going to email them, send them a picture that I've taken, and I'm going to try to have them either replace it or refund my money on them. I can only see if they replace it. I think because of the way the design is right there in the bottom, that's a catch area where it doesn't want to release the copper out of the mold when you turn it over. It kind of hangs up. But if I do have them replace it, I do have Dremel tools, and what I will do on the inside of the cavity of the graphite mold, I will angle it a little bit so I can bevel the edges. So when I do go to flip the mold over to not get the pour out, it'll fall out and I won't have to bang it out. That's why it broke. They just a little bit of a poor design on their end on the way they designed the Gotta fight mold. Hey Raka, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. 40-ounce silver. Woo! I haven't seen you in a day or two. How you been doing, 40-ounce silver? Hey, what are you doing taking my snacks? Look at her. Look at her. She's over there.
I thought you did.
She's trying to take my snacks, OC.
Trust me, if I want to take your snack,
Uh-oh. It's Butterfingers down there, OC. No, she's looking for something. I thought she was stealing my snacks. Stalker alert. Awesome. Oh man, I gotta stop eating all this stuff. Yeah, I had a cabbage dinner. I cooked on Michael Stackins. I ate the cabbage roll, I had potatoes, some sliced up carrots, and I had a Delmonico steak. And I couldn't stop there, and I'm in here and I'm still snacking. Hey, Gatilla, oso, ¿cómo está? Buenas noches, señorita. Buenas noches, señor Veloz Forge. ¿Cómo está? Viene.
Good, you want those? I'll take them.
Oh, you're bad. You're bad.
I didn't buy them. You did.
I bought it, but look what she just brought me in. Some of my favorites. I love these little gummy bears. And I love these. Remember my Achilles heel. These are my first favorite candies. My second favorite. Oh, you all know what my second favorite is. Oh my. My second favorite is those. What? Oh, stop. Nothing. But anyhow, sounds like average Jane has her eye on something. Blue collar stacker. Is that why you were? Oh, never mind. I think he was already shopping for you, maybe. Average Jane. I think, I'm not sure. But a lot of these pieces are all going to be auctioned off. There's going to be there will be a few when I finally get to my 500 celebration. It should have already came up. I've just been so busy the last couple of weeks. William E, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. There will be very few that will be maybe be given away. Like this is a T-Bird bar. 4 was number 2 because it was supposed to be a T-Bird cookie, like this one. I decided not to continue going on with them. Number 3 was already bought by somebody without the topper. That's why those are down here. And there's a few other ones that'll probably go towards giveaways too, like maybe this one, this 046. I'll probably have that one like as a giveaway. Some of the smaller ones, maybe. I don't know. Let's see, 46. I'm going to start putting those up there. That's 44. Where's 45? I'm trying to keep things organized here. 45, 46. That one's 47. There we go. Yeah. Give you a quick view of the 100-pound copper table. Few Egyptian pours I have, some heart pours which are really nice. There's some really nice heart pours I got up here. I've got one that was yeah, that one was already numbered. Let me see, I think that one's number 1. Yeah, that is number 1. Number 2 left. Number 3, that's exactly what it is by after cleaning it up. These ones have not been cleaned with copper cleaner yet. This is number 4. It's number 5. None of these have been cleaned or stamped. That's just the way they came out. After just, lightly rubbing a little bit of water. I have not taken anything off them yet. Of course, when I clean these up with a copper polish, they're going to be almost just like this. The bottom's going to be a nice bright red like all the rest. And a lot of these are going to go in the auction, and some of these got some really awesome looking cooling lines on them.
Did you show them any of this?
No, I didn't. Yeah, we went to a Pancake Sugar House today. Had an awesome breakfast. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, during my celebration, I had my celebration. I'll probably be at 600. Yeah, that one was a little funky there. Like so you can see the bird in there. I got the aura about me. I'm pouring birds. I see birds and everything. See the beak? See the beak right there? I can point it out. Hold on. That was number 11. And I got number 12. I think number 12 was pretty. Oop, wait a minute now. 11. Oh, where's 12? Because that's 13, or is that a 2? That's a 2. Okay, it's 12. Yeah, I got to clean those up first and stamp them. But we went there, along with when I do have my celebration coming up.
You got a bunch of them.
I got a bunch of New York State Grade A Amber maple syrup. So when somebody wins a prize, this is going to be their bonus. Going to be an extra gift. I think it's a 1.7 ounce, if I'm not mistaken, bottle of New York maple syrup. How many of those do I got?
You got one in your hand?
Oh, here, you can take that one back.
3, 4, 5.
That way there, some of my subscribers that win on my giveaway will be able to enjoy some of New York's finest maple syrup products. That's in my area. To me, it's normal. We got apple orchards around here. We got maple sugar houses that make maple syrup, and they make all sorts of their own candies. And some of these you guys might even actually see out in your stores, maybe, because some of the stuff gets shipped out. Now, this is right made this year directly from the place that makes them. And I went there to eat breakfast today. But these are for me. You can't have those. Them ain't yours. Them are mine. No, that's not a giveaway. That's mine. I love maple. Them are sugar. That's sugar, and that's real sugar and maple syrup sugar. But there's these maple. They call them maple leaf drops. They're maple syrup hard candies. I'll probably drop one of these in everyone that wins. I'll drop them in everybody's one of those. Not the whole bag. There's individual packages in there, one in each one, and a few random lucky winners. How many of these do I get? Maybe
You got 1, 2,
I got 2 in my hand.
3, 4.
3, 4. Maybe 4 lucky people that probably get a maple sugar lollipop made of maple syrup. Okay, you can put those back. Oh, also,
And you have 4.
this is besides my giveaways. These are going to be little bonuses that are going to be thrown in. But also, maple nut crunch coffee. What's that one? French toast. Bayshard. This is coffee called French toast, made by Bayshard's Sugar House. I've got, I think, 2 of those and 2 of those and 2 of another kind.
No, you have 2 of each.
2 of each. Okay, 2 of those and 2 of those. Those will be little bonuses that will be going to subscribers that win on my 500 celebration. Which when that happens, I might be already
And
over
if they
600.
like them and they want to order some,
Oh yeah,
they got their cards
yeah. I got their cards. I'll probably include a card
in case they're interested.
because they do ship worldwide, and they got some awesome stuff. We have two. That's one of the major sugar houses we have that does maple syrup
We've
up in
never
our
been to
area.
that one before. We've
Yeah,
been to other ones.
Parker's. They have Parker's uh, maple syrup company that runs up here. Parker's, and they make a lot of maple syrup. They're pretty big up in this area. We usually go to their uh, what is it? What do you call it? Spring
They have their breakfast too. The
breakfast?
same, except they have bacon.
Yeah, they have
and
bacon.
sausage.
Hey,
and
Sudha Gupta,
biscuits,
how you doing?
Gravy.
Thanks for stopping by, Sudha.
They have sausage,
Maple sugar
biscuits, and
candy.
gravy.
Racka knows what I'm talking about. Maple sugar candy. Yeah. How you doing, Cartier Silver? Thanks for coming in, brother. Yeah, but like I said, I've got to set a date. I kind of had a date in mind. That was last week. I was just so busy. I had so many things going on. I
Let's
have
just do it next weekend.
for the last few weeks. There's
No,
a
at least taxes. We gotta do taxes.
taxes. I don't like taxes. Paying all year long, and then go say I'm
When is
still
it?
paying all year and pay every quarter, and then you still got to pay in
When
it.
do you have to pay it by?
April 15th, somewhere
Oh,
around
all
there.
right. So why don't you do it next weekend?
But
Or this coming
there's a
weekend?
possibility. She's gonna push me. I'll try to do it. If I do, I'll announce it before Wednesday. Um, if I can get everything together, I've got a lot of things together, but it's a lot to do, a lot to go on. I was contemplating on actually doing a live stream celebration gala and doing an auction at the same time, sort of like what 3D Woodworks did. Um, I could probably do it myself, but I would probably struggle with it. So I don't know if I'll do that. If I just do the celebration with the GA, I'll do fine, like my 250 GA, and maybe I'll wait. Nope, don't touch that. He's trying to take my sugar candies. No, no. But I'll see. I think this Saturday may be a little too soon for me because I do got to orchestrate a lot of things to get a lot of things prepared, a lot of things together. Decide what I'm going to give away. You already seen some of the gifts that are going to go to the winners of the GA. There will be a couple of T-shirts. There's going to be some silver. I haven't determined on what first, second, third, or fourth, or fifth, or sixth, or how many places I'm going to have. Um, I'll see how many winners I'm going to have, and I'll see what I'm going to give away. Maybe if you were there and attended the first one, I'll break out my Lazy Susan. I don't even know what I did with that Lazy Susan. I'll do the same thing and have a little extra bonus thing. And maybe I'll have like a $50 again and a quarter, silver half dollar, a silver quarter, some silver dimes in certain areas. And if I'll spin the wheel. You can go with a small, medium, or a fast spin. And if it lands on whatever, that'll be an extra bonus for you. But we'll make it fun. We'll have a good time. And even if I don't do the auction at the same time, I'll do it on a later date. On a lot of the items that you see here at the table, just about everything can go. Just about, not everything. The bronze dragon, angry dragon, a little red patina dragon. But my cats must be they want food. I can hear them meowing. Are you feeding them, Mrs. T-Bird? I don't know if you can hear my cat out there. He's going crazy. I've never heard him meow like that before. Go check on Simba. I've never heard him meow like that. Something's going on. Here, kitty, kitty. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I've got a lot of things going on. It seems like at work things are going to slow down. It was a very hectic month for me at work. Hey, Tuli, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. It was a very hectic week for me at work, and due to that fact, it has put off my 500 celebration. But I'm thinking next Saturday will be a little bit too early for me to do the celebration. Um, I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna have mandatory work Saturdays for me after this month. It was a big crunch for this end of this month, which was very important for my company to meet certain goals. And I'm not even sure if they met those goals.
Show him your cat that wants to
Oh
be a dog
my.
or thinks he's a dog.
They don't want to see my kitty cat.
You're part of the pack
Oh
with
man.
all of them.
Yeah, the animals stick to me like glue. I don't know what it is.
And
It's like I'm
that's what he was
oh,
meowing about.
oh. He was meowing about that ball, going crazy about that little ball. He always meows.
He loves it. We got it for him for Christmas time, and we got a bunch of them, and he goes
All
nuts
right.
over it.
Who wants to meet Pepe Le Pew? Oh man, I'm gonna have to put him on the desk.
It's Simba.
That's Simba. Simba. He doesn't know.
I can't see it on the screen.
Oh, he's gone. All right, it's fine. He's gonna make a mess of my desk.
All right.
I don't want hair on my desk. Get it off. All right. There's Simba. He's one of our Mancoon cats. Oh.
Here, Sim. Here. There you go.
That's the first time he's been in this room.
It's right here.
And the one thing I don't mind about putting him up there real quick, for some reason, he doesn't shed at all. He's a long-haired cat, and he does not shed at all. You know, you usually pet a cat and you get fur all over the place. It doesn't happen with him. We have two other cats that are short-haired, and they shed like crazy.
Simba's the Pepe Le Pew
Yeah.
cat.
But he's like, you got to see him when he lays down. It's like he'll lay down and he has his
Crosses his paws.
paws over and he's like this. He's almost like he's praying, or he's like, look at me, I'm somebody special. Oh, look at me, he says. It's so funny. You did the
But he's a lover of.
Yeah.
Cat's all about love,
yeah,
and he has the love. He doesn't. It's not
all
for anybody
proper,
else,
exactly,
it's
Thule Thule.
love for dogs.
Yeah, he gets along so well with the dogs, and he thinks he's a dog. He hops up where our other two
Well,
pits.
guess what? You just
Yeah.
started.
What'd I do? Oh, he's back in here now. Now he's gonna want to stay in there all the time. You can't stay in here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Sorry, buddy. Eric, Kimberly. Take him out.
I'm re-cleaning the.
All right. Coffee maker. Thank you, baby. Alrighty, everyone. But like I said, I don't think I'm gonna have that busy of a week. The week after next. This Saturday may be a little bit too soon. I might end up hitting 600 before I end up having my 500 celebration, but we'll make it special when it happens. I would like to kind of schedule it and try to put a date down. This Saturday would be a little bit too soon for me, the Saturday coming. So I'm thinking maybe the Saturday following. I'm not sure what that date is. And I have to be careful about how close I get it to April 15th time, because that's when I usually sit down and I get all our taxes together and do all of our taxes. And that's quite hectic. I don't want to have that during the time when I do that. But I'll be posting it probably later on this week on when the date is going to be. Weekdays are not very good for me at all. It's going to either be a Saturday or it's going to be a Sunday. More likely a Saturday. But thanks everyone for stopping by and checking out tonight's pours. Like I said, I'll go back over them real quick. I poured a total of 4 pounds of copper. I poured a total of 32.54 ounces live earlier. That consists of that one, that one, that one, and 2 of the T-Bird bar pours. And just at the beginning of My Silver Journeys live stream, just right before it started, I had poured number 2 Dragon. And then I poured another T-Bird bar pour during his stream, the first 15-20 minutes. And I poured this Dragon. And I poured this GUN, number 2. And they came out pretty amazing. After cleaning them up with a copper cream, there's no scrubbing on them, just with the copper cream, just to take off the black stuff.
Oh God, he's at the door.
He's at the door, begging to come in now. And there's the Dragon I poured. Well, Thule, and My Silver Journey were talking while I was still watching. That's number 5 Dragon. Let's see. Somehow Let's see someone before he makes a name tag. Heard their own dog and cat. Yeah, they can go on their collar. There you go. Alrighty. Hey, John Camper, how you doing? Anybody have any questions? I know OC Stacker was out earlier. I'm gonna have to scroll back because I probably missed it. How serious were you on that bin on that thing? Are you serious? You're wanting that dragon, OC, or are you kind of pulling my leg? Because at some point in time that will be going up for sale. If you weren't serious, I will be having that up for either auction. You got first dibs on it. You let me know, brother. You let me know. It's a beautiful dragon. 8.68 ounces. You decide. Send me an email or send me a text. You know my number. You decide. 8.68, I think is what it was. Yeah. 8.68 ounces. Yeah. That's number one with no errors. No errors. And like I said, it almost looks like he's got like a puff of smoke. Number two looks like it's a little different. He's got a few flaws because of the damage on the graphite molds. He had the same type of design. And it almost looks like it's a puff of smoke coming out of his mouth. That wasn't meant. That's not meant to be. That's not in there. It just happens to be the way it poured. Something there. There's the back part of it, of number two. Back part of number one. See the elk in there? The horns, ear. I'm right there, the body. I'm the shaman of the copper reader. 3D Woodworks dubbed me the shaman of the copper. Alrighty, guys. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I'm going to head out now. I've got a lot of things to do before I go to bed, which will be in another couple hours. You know, the bird never sleeps hardly. But I got to work tomorrow and I got tons of things to do. Thank you very much, Bellows. Thank you, Carter Silver. Appreciate you. Thank you, John Camper. Thank you, Tula Tuli, for stopping by. Appreciate you as well. Hugs. You know, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Gatioto oso. Buenas noches. Muchos gracias, señorita. I don't know how to say appreciate you coming in Spanish. I apologize. Thank you, Nanine, my Alaskan sister, for stopping over. Thank you, Sudha Gupta. Thank you, OC Stacker. Appreciate you, my brother. My California brother. You just got to come pick me up with your plane one of these days. We'll go traveling. We'll go buy some silver and gold. Thank you very much, Raka. Thank you, Bellas Forge, again. I think I thanked you twice. I know we got a lot of people in here. I'm not going to remember everybody, and I know I'm going to end up missing somebody. I don't like it. What am I going to do when I get as big as Yankee? I'll never remember all of them. So Suda. I know Rice Baba was in and out. He came and left. SSM. Not sure who that is, but somebody knows. OC Stacker. SSM. Who is that? I'll have to look afterwards. Alrighty, gang. What's the word? Danny knows the word. Yeah, 3 hours later. Bird's the word. Racket does too. Yeah. Bird's the word. Have a good night, all. Thank you so much. Alrighty. T-Bird out. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Silver selling machine. Gotcha. T-Bird out. Thanks, Bellows. You're the man. Good night.